Hey, what's up, grinders? I am Zard, and this is Gems of War, PvP Week 20 of Season 0, and let's hop into the action. Buy of stars restricted by Blackhawk troops. We're using the Suncrest route pretty much. Scurvy Sea Dog transforms all green gems to blue, starts battles with empowered trait, aka full mana. We're using S0-W20 this time. Uh, Interesting troop, to say the least. The troop destroys 8 gems of a chosen color, right? You can pick the color, and then it will deal magic plus 5 true damage to each enemy of that color. This enemy, for example, it has 2 blue troops and 2 purple troops and actually 2 yellow troops as well. So when we pick blue gems, it will be destroyed. The destroyed gems go to Sycorax and to Rubimacog over here, and these blue troops over here will take true damage. Right. Why I bring this is because it has the bonus blue mana from blue gem matches, and also the enemies usually tend to submerge in these Blackhawk regions, so we can kind of counter the submerge with this. Rubimacog deals AoE true damage, so if the enemy is submerged, this won't do anything to that. So we can instead deal the true damage with this S0-W20 over here. And Sycorax, well, you probably know what this troop does. You double a chosen color gem on the board and then create 3 more gems of that color. Also gives magic plus 1 life to all allies of that color. We are basically trying to loop with blue or brown gems mainly with this build. And of course we're using Elementalist for the protection. I think this is going to work just fine in the Monolith Christian Hall over here. That is very popular, gains 5 magic for each yellow ally. Total amount of 20 magic if you're using full yellow lineup. I think this is going to get the job done over there. Right, but let's try this. I think we don't have any hero teams over here. It hasn't been updated yet, so let's just fight this team over here. They're using S0-W20 and Sycorax as well, it seems. These are some AA generated teams, I think. We don't have any green to blue alignment, so we take that extra turn over there. I think we are going to take that to get Sycorax going. And that. But unfortunately we don't have any colors to really loop. Not many browns or blue gems. So I suppose we are just dealing the true damage. And we are dealing that for the green troops. Oh, the enemy doesn't have any HP at all, it seems. That's fine, now we can loop with blue gems there and do a Rubimacog cast over there. It's going to work just fine as long as you don't have to fight against Mega War. That's really annoying troop. Let's see. There is a hero, there is in Captain Mako. If you are fighting against Mega War, then you can try this kind of trick to have a little bit of more protection. If the Mega War third rate, this death below triggers 8% chance to kill the last enemy on extra turns, then at least this last troop is a Scurvy Sea Dog that can be killed and doesn't do any harm. S0-W20 also has a depth charge trait that deals double skull damage versus submerged enemies. That is the thing, a good thing as well. Let's do a quick second battle here, just to get a fight against hero opponent. There's our alignment, pretty nice, green to blue. We do that. Yep, and our Sycorax is going. Now we are going to save the cast, because our Rubimacog is also up, so we do cast over there, and it seems that was a match. Okay, I'm fighting against beginners here. Anyway, that will do the trick in the Monolith battle. I suppose that's the only thing why you would really play in this region. Maybe for some silver marks, of course. Winter's Rest, restricted by Wargare troops, and it seems to be a blood frenzy region today. We are using a skull route. Savage Hunter, Eagle Eye trait places Hunter's mark on enemies when doing skull damage. Toxic Hatred deals double skull damage versus green enemies, and Bloodlust becomes enraged when an enemy dies. This is incredibly powerful trait combination over here. I don't think you have to cast this troop really, but if you do, it will deal magic plus 4 damage, and you can pick the troop, and there's a 50% chance that this Savage Hunter targets the wrong enemy. Right. If the enemy uses green mana though, it will deal triple damage. So basically, if that green ward or Wand of Stars was the last remaining troops over here, we would definitely deal triple damage because both of these troops share green gem. But if we target Savage Hunter, it has 50% chance to hit Wolfire Hunter or Phoenix over here too with a normal damage. Right. But we are using Savage Hunter for the traits up top. Queen Moonclaw creates 9 skulls, boosted by green allies and enemies. Boost ratio is 1:1. So you are going to create at least 9 skulls, and as we are using 3 green troops, we are at least going to generate 12 skulls. Because of the enemy is using 2 green troops, we are going to generate 14 skulls in total in this match. Inori starts empowered, converts green gems to spirit gems. That is used to mana drain the opponent and actually feed Wand of Stars here to get the things going. We're using Elementalist for the protection, and that's about it really. Queen Moonclaw can also summon a random null if you lose troops. Right. And the Clan Hunt trait gives 2 attack to green allies when an ally deals skull damage. So basically every time you skull poke with Savage Hunter, he will get some attack points. Let's try how we fare against this build. Wand of Stars is really annoying, but at least we can get rid of it pretty quickly if we just find some skull pokes. I don't think we have any extra turn with Inari conversion, but that's fine. I think we are going to pick this one. Yep. Okay, now our Wand of Stars is going. And we are doing this to get some freeze in. And still no extra turn with green to blue, but that's fine. Now we cast our Wand of Stars. Okay, and now it's a pretty good time to do a skull poke over there. Check this damage output. Boom. Incredibly much. Now, they are placed, that's fine. We can cast our Queen Moonclaw or we can actually curse them, but I think we are just going to do a skull poke over there to get rid of their Wand of Stars now. Alright, now we could proceed with skull generation. And we do a skull poke over there. Okay, there we lost our Savage Hunter, but that's fine. We generate mana to our Queen Moonclaw. If we just get the mana over there, let's do... I think we're going to do that to be a little bit more safe. And now we get this. Summon a troop. We got another null that has also the Bloodlust trait and deals double skull damage versus brown enemies. And luckily, Phoenix is brown enemy, so this is not a match yet, but pretty heavy skull pokes regardless. Let's spam wand. There's the skull, and that's a match. So this is one of the approach you can use over here. Of course, you could use the Lord of Slaughter, or you could use this one worker troops Wolfgare exactly, or you could just roll with Persistence and Wand of Stars. Plenty of options for real. And towards Aidania with blue restrictions. I'm not going to play over here. We have seen plenty of battles over here, and actually it seems I'm not even fighting against hero teams. Well, there's a hero and there's Aquaticus. Yeah, Wand of Stars, the Kraking, Stellaris, and I'm using Mercy to get some mana to our Wand of Stars and also cleanse our troops. Using Elementalist for the protection, of course. I suppose we could do a quick fight over here. Aquaticus is annoying because it does submerge enemies, so we have to curse them if they get the submerge going. No extra turns, no Mercy alignment. Let's see, what do we do? I think we are going to take this. How about now, yellow to purple to yellow? No, we do that. Purple to yellow, no, that's not extra turn. We cast wand. And now we can cast the Kraking on blue gems. Everyone will be silenced. Now we can try to curse the enemies with Wand of Stars. We pick the Umbral Stars option. Probably are going to lose our turn. Yes, that happens. And oh crap. Aquaticus wasn't stunned yet. Oh well, anyway, we do damage with the Kraking again. That's a match. Funnily enough, the Kraking, even if it does AoE damage, it isn't considered as one. Ancient Khet restricted by Khetar troops, and we are using Rathamos over here. If you don't have two, you can use Keeper of Souls over here. Um, this troop transforms all gems of a chosen color to skulls. Just slap it over here and it will work just fine. We're using Wall of Bones up top. You gain magic +1 armor, boost by undead allies and enemies, and all other allies gain 5 attack and mana. And Infernal Armor reflects 25% of skull damage. Rathamon creates a mix of 24 purple gems and skulls, and then gain 20 souls and cleanses all allies. You are mostly going to fight against Elementalist hero, so the cleanse is very welcome, with skull builds especially. Tomblor's Crook explodes mass +1 purple gems and grants a random status effect to all Khetar allies and then summon a Khetar troop. This is one of these exploder weapons that has pretty nasty bone upgrade. It creates a bone storm and also curses the first enemy. The Bone Storm will help with the skull alignments with Rathamon, but it can of course backfire pretty nicely. The enemy is using Chief Darken up top, which is not bad idea. This troop gives 50 attack to myself and all allies below him, and then it explodes a row and has the Stone Skin Straight, aka reduces damage from skulls by 50%. Very good troop and good idea over here, but I don't like how this troop pretty much mana blocks Ratamon. You can only use purple gems for Ratamon with this build, and kinda slow things down. So I prefer this Wall of Bones, even though it doesn't have as much attack as other troops. But let's see how we fare. So pick purples or try to get your weapon going at first. Pretty nice extra turn over there. There too. And I think we are going to, let me see, take this and that. Now would be a very nice time to get my troops going. I'm going to explode those purple gems and see if we generate enough mana. We got the lucky enchant, that's incredibly lucky. Let's take that. And there's the Bone Storm running. We take the extra turns to inflict the stun over there. I think we are going to cast our Rathamon, and we do it again, and again. Now, we take that, and both of our Rathamons are going. Now, this is just pressing buttons and getting the job done. Even if we lose turn, the enemy is frozen and tangled, etc. So that's not that big of a deal. If you don't have two of these Ratamons, you have to use Keeper of Souls, and it is going to be a little bit slower, but it's going to work just fine, maybe even better, when you can actually, decide what you are going to convert to skulls. You have control, let's say that. And next on line, Geheron with purple restriction. Really not going to take a battle over here. It's just one of these Stella builds. You can use whatever purple teams you like, and that's it. Using Wand of Stars, Kraking to silence, Stellarix for the heavy damage, and Leprechaun to get things going. Right, and that's about it. And it was the Broken Lands with Hellcrag restriction. This is going to be Explosions and Daraski mostly. Here is Geheron versus Geheron. Daraski versus Jaraski, and I'm using Obsidian Libram here, and this enemy is using one of these Kingdom generator weapons. Anyway, Geheron creates 10 brown gems and explodes mass +1 gems. Has the Soulskin Straight and Dust Plume trait, conjures a dust storm when my turn begins. Eternal Sentinel freezes a random enemy and creates 3 gargoyle gems and then gains an extra turn as long as he isn't frozen. Because we are using Geomonster class, we bring the freeze with this troop. Then we're using Jaraski, who kills an enemy and then creates 6 cursed gems, 6 yellow giant gems, and 6 fairy fire gems. Impervious, very useful. And Obsidian Libram, one of the better exploders in this game, explodes magic +1 gems and then summon an Obsidian Depth troop, and the upgrades are very good. enchanting enchants myself, and draining drains 3 mana from the first enemy. Very useful. If you have both Jernobog and this Libram up, I would cast this Libram most of the times, because that way the mana goes to your Daraski and you actually drain the enemy, top enemy. Let's try. Geomancer class for the 50% start to your construct troops. That's the way to go, I think. Browns or purples or extra turns. There. Now we can explode the board. We do it again. Now inflict the freeze, get the extra turn. We are going to get rid of Daraski. Now we are going to cast our Obsidian Libram and mana drain the top enemy over there. And alright, there's the peaceful trait. Is that... no? Where did the silence come from? What? Where did the silence come from? Alright, I'm an idiot. Gargoyle gems, of course. Let's do that. More gargoyle gems. We get rid of the hero. That was a moment of, I was really thinking that what the heck even happened. Let's do those gargoyle gems more and explode the board. Right. Sometimes this game can actually surprise you. It does happen in many ways. That's a match. Right. Old Uncle has us altogether baffled here. Anyway, that's the team for the... what's that called? Broken Lands. Samurai restricted by Suncrest troops. We know this. We are fighting against you. Most VP. Do we have hero? I think we don't have hero in these fights, right? It's early in the Monday, so that's how it goes. Anyway, Harpy Mage. I've been using this team already. Conjures a Dust Storm and you explode some gems with this. Starts with 75% mana. Staff of Storms explodes yellow gems and grants random status effect to Strix allies. Using Elementalist. Queen Joshi deals magic plus 3 damage to all enemies. If there is a storm, explodes 5 gems. Can summon Harpy Mage with extra turns. And a High Priestess Saska deals magic plus 1 damage to all enemies boosted by yellow gems and blesses all yellow allies. This bless is the thing here against elementalist enemies. Also the Endless Dawn trait conjures a light storm when my turn begins. Right, you use High Priestess Saska for the cleanse if the enemy is using elementalist, and mostly you are just spamming your Queen Joshi and Harpy Mage and Staff of Storms. Let's try quickly. I think the enemy doesn't have much HP. These are some weird AI generated teams, so should be done quickly. Indeed. We match those yellows, then we explode the board, and then we cast this, and that's a match. Yeah. Right. Towards the Maraji Expanse with Wild Plains restriction and is a Blood Frenzy region today. And boy, I can tell you, this is a brutal region. We are mostly fighting against these Rage Reaver and Getras and Taurus builds, and we are mostly using that kind of setup as ourselves as well. But instead of Shaman and Rage Reaver, we are taking a different route. We bring the Elementalist for the protection. Because this is Blood Frenzy region, this Getras, for example, will deal incredibly powerful spell casts. So if we can at least entangle this, they are going to lose their attack and then they are going to deal as heavy damage. And of course the freeze helps. And we can give 50% start to our Taurus allies by bringing King Minos up top. This troop has the Maze Master trait that gives all Taurus allies a 50% start. Also the damage is okay. There's heavy splash damage, and then the enemies that are affected of the splash damage are stunned, and then also jumples the enemy team. Pretty long time I used this troop previously. It was probably one of these perfection runs, so can't remember everything. But anyway, the 50% start is the thing why we bring King Minos. Um, King Stormguard, this is one of the campaign mythics. If you don't have this, then slap another Khetar or maybe Torios over here. But this is pretty nice troop. Lightning Aura creates 2 yellow lightning gems when my turn begins, can generate passive mana, and deals magic plus 3 damage to the first 2 enemies, boost by my attack, life and armor, and then explodes all lightning gems. And Rushing Khetar the pool, who deals magic plus 4 splash damage to an enemy, boost by my attack, life and armor with boost ratio 2 to 1. Not as heavy, actually a heavier cost than this Stormguard, but Stormguard deals the same damage to top 2 enemies when Khetar deals splash damage. Right. Wild Cleaver, one of these Kingdom Exploders, explodes magic plus 1 green gems and grants a random status effect to all Wild Plains allies and can summon a Wild Plains troop. Let's see if we can actually win this fight. So I've tested enough over here and I can say you are going to get pummeled here and there for sure. You kinda need to get a pretty lucky start. Like this. Yeah. Then do we have greens? I think we do. Now we are just going to explode the board. Hopefully generate a nice chunk of mana. There. Now we proceed with the cost, and every cost you can generate over there in the enemies is going to take away their damage points. There. Pretty nice damage. Now their Rage Reaver is going, but they are at least frozen. So that can help. There's an extra turn actually, we take that, and now we can target. This is nicely built lineup actually. I think I have to cast Khetar over here. Right. They are going to beat their troops, and this is one of the nasty labyrinth troops, can silence my troops, and we really don't want that. But let's do this. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Holding my breath here. There's an extra turn. There's another extra turn. And one more. Great. Now this is flowing nicely. We do splash damage over there. Okay. Now we aren't dealing very much damage, but it is still over 100 damage points. We are silenced. Very nice. Let's do damage over there. I think we are going to lose our hero, maybe. Can we? I think we have to get our what is called King Stormguard going. Nice drop from the sky. Let's do a cast over there. Then we can do this, and wow, that's a match. Ooh, yeah, very slow and very risky to roam over here when this is a blood frenzy region. And the last region, Southwild with yellow restriction. Let's do a quick fight over here. I think I'm using something different over here. Yeah, I brought the silent one for the silence. This troop silence all enemies and also silence himself. Against bonus blue mana from blue gem matches. And does also silence enemies when doing skull damage. So if the enemy is using Wand of Stars up top, you could also use the silent one up top and just skull poke the Wand of Stars and silence it. But they're using Wand of Stars here in the last position, so we are using this combination. We're using Gimlet to convert green gems to brown to get things going a little bit faster. If we just have alignment, we don't, and now we are also frozen on yellows. I think we have to take that extra turn regardless. Yep. Then we are... Where is a match? Is this only one? Yeah, we did that. And luckily our Wand of Stars is now going. Alright, we could just cast Celrix here and be done with this fight. There. Skull combination. Right. But anyway, you can silence the enemies with that silent one troop. That's about it, hey. Comment, like, subscribe. Hats off. Peace out.